Okay, and the other money things that you will see a lot is claim on material on site. Okay, 75% of invoice, 70% of invoice, 50% of invoice is really pretty much whatever that is dependent on the what is written in the contract. Okay, and the other issues that you will see regarding money is what we call performance bond. Performance bond is required in every contract because they want the contractor to give a guarantee on their performance, which is really weird, I mean, like, which is not weird, but then, there should be a to and fro. So meaning that if you can give, if I should be giving you a performance bond as a contractor, you should be giving me a payment bond as well, This bond thing the money is not kept by the client. What you do is the contractor will actually go to the bank and buy a form of a bond, okay? They will put 5% of the contract sum, okay, in the bank as a fixed deposit of some sort, and that performance bond is actually a special agreement. It's a special agreement between the client, the bank, and the contractor. So of course the money is laid with the bank. So at the end of the day, the bank will be the wrong dong lah. Okay, so the money will be in the bank, and then if the contractor run away and he never performed and he never finished the job, so the client can actually go and take that fixed fee kind of thing and take it from the bank and get the payment. So it's like recouping his losses in that sense. Some contract like CIDB has payment bond, meaning that the contractor, the client will also need to actually give a payment bond, a payment guarantee to the contractor. Same format, and if they don't pay and the client bankrupt or run away or anything like that, then the contractor can go and activate that payment bond. So bond is like an insurance. It's almost like a next retention sum for the client to make sure that the contractor don't halfway through the project did not finish the job. So that is performance bond. It's pretty much required. And there is a few other sum that you need to look into. Is what we call contingency sum. Contingency sum is actually is like a separate category in the contract itself. After you fill up all the contract sum, okay, and then there is another line that says contingency sum, and it's already been put there. 500,000, 50,000, like whatever amount that is put there as a contingency sum. It's the money that the client allocated for the project. If the project needs to go into variation or additional variation, or they actually wants to activate some other parts of the work which wasn't originally in the contract. So we call it contingency in case the money is not enough. This is different from retention sum. This is different from performance bond. This is just an additional pool of money that is being put there. We call it contingency sum. So don't get it wrong. Don't guess, I must activate that contingency sum. No. So if your contract is 5 million and you have a 500,000 contingency sum, your contract sum will be 5.5 million. But you don't use that 500,000 until there is a special instructions and a special quotations and all that from the client, between the client and the contractor, to activate that contingency sum. And usually it is due to really unexpected event, or it can be due to additional work that the authority want them to do. You see, like for example, if JKR, the contingency sum may be for some along certain road, there must be some branching off that the kampong people start to make noise, and then they want the road to be done to their kampong. So if there's a contingency sum, JKR can consider taking that contingency sum and ask the contractor to also, as they go along, build that stretch as well. That is contingency sum. And there's another two sum here. One is called provisional sum, which is up here, a bit higher up. Okay, so provisional sum is actually sum that you cannot really be fixed on site. It cannot be fixed during the contract, during the tendering time. For example, piling. Okay, so piling is actually not fixed yet. Okay, so normally piling is not fixed. So whatever sum and the rate that whatever sum that they are giving you there, the quantity is just an idea. So when you are actually doing the piling, what you need to do recording is a bit like a BQ contract within a lump sum contract. So then you can actually activate that. Like you can actually, when you start piling, then the quantity will be calculated as it is, and then you fill it up and claim accordingly. So this is a provisional sum. So different from contingency, different from retention sum, and provisional sums, like I say, is for elements on site that is unknown or a little bit hard to confirm during the tendering stage or during the contracting stage. Okay. All right. So then another one is called prime cost sum. Prime cost sum is a sum, like for example, the doors, the doorknob, the architectural fixtures, certain things inside the building, or certain items, valve or whatever, that is actually stated there, but the actual brand and the actual items are not fixed yet. So it can be changed when the items are fixed. For example, when the brands are fixed. So those are prime cost sum. Pretty much dealing with architecture. I mean, like, it's there, so they will put a sum there that you need to fill up the prime cost sum. But then the specification, it says that, it must be like this, so you can estimate. Okay, then you can actually give a proposal on that amount of money. But then if the client wants something better, higher, better grade, like maybe start from hot dip galvanized to stainless steel, then they would use the prime cost sum. They can actually add on with the prime cost sum. Okay, so those are prime cost sum. So it's for items that are there, but the brands and the items are not confirmed at the point of, not quantity not confirmed. This is quantity are confirmed, but the actual items are not confirmed. Those are prime cost sum. So actually there's a lot of things dealing with money here, ladies and gentlemen. So go through that, and I'm sure you'll be fine. And I think you really need to understand all the terms very carefully, from retention, performance, contingency, provisional, prime cost sum, and different claims will come. Claim 1 will go with certificate 1 will go with payment 1. It has to flow like that. Penultimate claim will be going with penultimate certificates, going with penultimate payment, for example. Final claim, final certificates, and final payment, for example. Okay, so this is what we are talking about. Did I miss out anything on money? Yeah, so from S-curve, financial S-curve, all the way to dealing with from dealing with financial S-curve all the way to the final claims. This is all money issues. Okay, so I think this is about it, and there will be another recording. I think there will be the last recording to wrap up everything.